Hello everyone, I'm Mark. Welcome to Dutchess Farm. As you can see, I'm setting out here in the garden. I'm going to take you around and show you a few things that we've gotten done there. Been a lot going on. Um, First and foremost, our prayers are with everyone as we're going through this situation that we all find ourselves in now. And hope everyone is doing well, everyone's staying healthy, be safe, and we'll get through this shortly. But anyway, tons and tons of stuff going on. I've taken out a lot of stuff from the greenhouse already, which is far earlier than normal. We're going to have, today was 85, and we are looking at low 30s tomorrow night and the next night. 63 was the low last night. Things are going to change a lot, but so people are buying lots and lots of tomato plants and a lot of garden stuff. It's too cold for all that and too early, but I guess they figure if they get the plants, they've got them and they can get them out when they can get them out, or if they're just putting out a few, they can cover them up. So let's take you around and show you some of the things that have been going on, and I'll have to do another video to show you some of the other things that we're doing. Here are our 30-inch raised beds, 30 inches wide, 50 feet long. The 30-inch bed is kind of the standard for market gardening. And then we are running peat moss and compost and lime down the centers and working them in. We've got 3 finished. The 4th one he's digging out now. And we'll probably do at least 6, and then we have to decide whether I'm going to move off the ends of these and do 6 more off the ends, or just keep going out across this field here with the 50-foot beds. We've been installing raised beds. There are 12 new 4-foot by 12-foot raised beds. And I'm sure someone will ask why the corner posts on these beds are sticking up. And they are so next year, or this fall, or however it all works out financially, because everything's up in the air in the whole world financially right now, we can come back in here and put another 2x6 around the tops of these beds and add another 5.5 inches or so of compost on them and have deeper beds that way. Then in this bed, we've got a couple kinds of lettuce. Garlic in this bed, looking good. This bed here, I've never planted tomatoes on April Fool's Day. But we planted some tomatoes on April 1st. So we'll see how they do. This bed here, we've got some spinach in the front and some radishes in the back, big lettuce. And we've got 6 beds of strawberries. They are blooming. If I can get it in the picture. And after the strawberries, we have a bed of onions. That's about 2 pounds of onion sets. Then we have some choy in the back of this bed, and some chard and some kohlrabi. And we've got romaine here in the front of this bed. And then we've got radicchio, some beets for beet greens, and some kale in the back. And then this bed is mustard in the back and collards in the front. there's not a lot to see here. About 5 days ago we planted about 75 pounds of seed potatoes. So we've got 13 rows of seed potatoes here. Nothing up yet, of course. It'll take them a good bit to get out of the ground. And then I took a chance last Friday also, about 4 days ago, to plant 4 rows of sweet corn. It's pretty early here for sweet corn. It probably is going to work out because they're not really calling for rain until next Friday. So that'll give this stuff a week of being in the ground and not being hit with a deluge of rain and cold weather, which would of course make sweet corn tend to want to rot, the seed rot in the ground. See, sweet corn's not near as tough as field corn, and so if you plant it too early, too cold, a lot of times it will rot, where field corn would still go ahead and come up. That's all we've got going in the back garden right now. Well, I hope you enjoyed the little tour of the gardens. The sweet corn, I think, will probably be spiking up through the ground in the next couple days. I kind of did a little digging and looking, and it is sprouted nicely and should be coming up pretty quick. The oats that I planted, the half acre of oats, on the 3rd day of April, we have not had a rain, and I just broadcast them and drug them in to get a little soil contact and a little cover. And I, to be honest, don't know how many the birds have eaten, so we may or we may not get an oat crop up. Just going to have to wait and see. We're getting a little bit on the dry side, which is what we did last year. The last week of March, first 2 weeks of April were dry, and then we just got wet and stayed wet for a couple of months. So, but hopefully with the new raised beds that we've got going, the market garden beds, the 30-inch by 50-foot beds, and then with these raised beds here behind me, we put in 12 of those. Hopefully we'll be able to get some stuff planted. We're doing a CSA this spring through the summer. It's community supported agriculture, and we've got quite a few shares that people have signed up for. So we're going to be growing lots of produce, and that's kind of part of the reason we're doing a lot of what we're doing here in the garden. And it needs to be a banner year for canning and preserving as well. So we're going to garden pretty intense, I guess. And we'll see what we can get in jars and get in the basement for the winter, and what we can do to provide some other folks with some good organic vegetables. Anyway, that's probably enough for now. It's been great having a chance to visit with you, and if you like what you see, why, hit that subscribe button, hit that little bell to get notifications, spread the word, tell your friends, and we'll see you in the next video. You all have a great day.